What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Triple B. I'm Phil.
I'm Doug, back from a glorious week in sunny Florida.
Doug had a great week in Florida. I'm sure some things may come up that Doug brought back with him, you know?
Like my sunburn? Oh, wait, sorry. No.
One very important thing he brought back is... switch to this bad boy right here. Go into this.
Cover that up real quick.
Some bourbon tonight, right? So Doug brought back some Horse Soldier whiskey. Now this is actually a pretty cool little backstory here. I was reading up a little bit. Doug sent it to me. So the team at Horse Soldier has been involved in every major conflict since the Vietnam War, right? So veteran-owned business, which is always near and dear to our hearts here in America. Much of their relatively new whiskey distillery, but yeah,
because I want to say this one is only, let's see here, I don't think this one has it on there, but they're only aged a couple, kind of like filibuster, it's not like a 12-15 year bourbon, but definitely good. We'll cover that.
Yeah, we'll definitely do some tasting here in a second. But the website's really nice, right? So you've got traditional straight bourbon, which I think that's what you have right there, right?
So I have the next one.
Next one. Scroll.
Yep.
Signature or reserve?
I have the signature.
I think that's what this was, isn't it? Whatever. Yep. Hey, look. So you're supposed to have some caramel, vanilla, toasted corn, honey, nutmeg, custard, and a hint of spicy oak.
So the Horse Soldier,
very loud on my mic, sorry guys.
The Horse Soldier comes from post 9/11.
Yep.
For those, I'm drawing a blank. Is it a Mark Wahlberg film? No, is it Marky Mark? That's in the movie.
What movie?
The Horse movie.
The Horse? No. Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. Thor himself.
It's for the Green Beret Special Operations Group that was in Afghanistan and rode horseback.
Yeah.
So that's where the Horse Soldier name comes from. But obviously, tons of veterans going all the way back to Vietnam, which,
Yeah, 50 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
crazy.
It's crazy. So, yeah, excited to dive into this. So we will definitely have a little tasty taste there. I'll go back to this. So, Doug, news. There's been a ton of news.
In Triple B news, we had to replace one of these.
We did.
Because after the last live I was here, Mr. Colt said he wanted to be like Doug and try to take a sip, and
it was met with a very unfortunate demise.
Shout out to Buc-ee's. If you've never been,
it's an experience, right?
It's more than an experience,
right? So, okay, before we get too much farther ahead, I want to thank all the awesome legends that are out in chat. So, apologies for just getting in on this, but Irish Pokey Hat coming in. Irish Pokey Hat, thank you. Pokey Chits, Control Art Bob, Aiden Sparks, of course, thanks for stopping by. Ashley Maynard, #AshGang, and other Ashes upstairs. We got Joy Winnett, Grandma coming in. Mom, how you doing? Happy to have you guys come join us.
Aiden, is that better?
This Friday.
We're on a different side of the house, so we're trying to.
Yeah, and I turned my mic down, Aiden. So let us know if things are crazy. And of course, it wouldn't be a normal stream if 10 minutes before all hell breaks loose. So
last time it was the green screen being broken down by a cat.
Yeah, this time the camera stopped working.
Yeah.
So one of the cameras stopped working. Well, both of them stopped if they were both plugged in. So we're MacGyvering it here tonight. So if things get a little bit wonky, apologies. But yeah, so why don't you pour us a little bit of a Horse Soldier there?
It's only 95 proof. You're good.
Only 95 proof, unlike the filibuster.
I don't know if we'll get much out of this one.
I mean, it's pretty good.
That was a very good one.
That's some good ASMR. But since Doug and I last sat down, we've had a lot of things happen. We had Worlds in London, right? So tons of news came out of that, which we will definitely cover. And then even since then, there's been a ton of stuff on new releases, future sets coming out, some Japanese info on some sets. Oh, that was a good one. I heard that one over here. Not funny, even though it was the funny bone. So yeah, we're gonna dive into all that, but first let's savor the first taste here. Cheers. Here, we'll get a little clink. There we go. You gotta dink it, and then you gotta sink it. 8 inches. Sorry. Turn myself down. I have adjusted my volume once hither.
It sounds like Pumpkin's angry about something.
I definitely get the caramel.
Yeah, it's good.
The caramel comes through really,
very good.
Really
Came
good.
highly recommended from a good friend of mine that I actually got to see while I was on vacation. So picked it up while we were in Florida.
Yeah, I mean it's really good. It's not sweet. You definitely get a little bit of that smoke and that char at the end.
But it's not too much.
No, it's not overpowering at all. It's really good. Okay. Hey, so without further ado, let's jump into some of the news and a story that is very, very
hilarious.
So if you don't watch the news, right? So for a second time, we have had Flying Pikachu
within a matter of months.
Yeah, win a major championship, basically, right? So it won at regionals this year, and then now a Flying Pikachu deck has won the Pokemon World Championship. And I have to point this out, and I am going to read it in a British accent because I assume that's what this individual is. So over on IGN here, Joshua Yell writes, this is great. In a bizarre twist of fate, Czech Republic player Andrzej Skubal took down the Pokemon TCG 2022 Masters Division World Championship using a card widely considered to be complete rubbish. Flying Pikachu VMAX. Flying Pikachu VMAX, right? A
nailed it on the accent, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I like to.
I need the tactical towel.
Tactical towel. I like to channel my inner David Attenborough. Here we have the Flying Pikachu. Native to the...
There's nothing better than watching a good nature show with
Pokemon Celebrations mini set that came out just a few years ago. What is widely considered a bulk card, right?
Yeah.
So I think we only opened a little bit of Celebrations rather recently with Arya, and we pulled like 2 or 3 of these.
Ella's pulled a handful of them at this point.
But Doug pointed out, max balloon here. So hitting with this prevents all damage next turn done by basic Pokemon. And when you're coming up against decks that have, Palkia V, Evolves to V-Star, Dialga V, Inteleon, all of those things, you're basically taking 0 damage.
Yeah.
And if you can kill them fast enough, boom, done. Aiden says, I will always burn a Flying Pikachu.
Amen.
I see it. You do you, Aiden. You do you.
That Flying Pikachu's out here winning world tournaments.
It is, right? Regionals, worlds. I mean, it's supposed to be one of those fun gimmicky cards, but then whenever you're coming
just
up,
out here laying down fire.
Yeah, and 160 times 2. Math is not my strong suit, but that's 320.
Yeah.
So if you can get that off twice, right, you can kill.
That's an origin form. Well, no, so
320 will kill a VMAX.
Yeah.
So 2 turns you can kill a VMAX. If you can do damage before it evolves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah. And I mean, plus it has 310 HP itself, so it can survive.
Yeah, it's gonna take several hits before. Yeah, before you can really even evolve anything to get out of reach of it, it's gonna have plenty of HP left.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy. So most of the division had 4 Palkia decks. Out of the top 8, you had 4 Palkia decks and 3 Arceus decks.
Wow.
So before you could get to Arceus V-Star or Palkia V-Star, this thing was laying the smackdown. And then of course you have the best Pokemon. Why is this in here? Hold on. I haven't scrolled this far down yet.
A Bidoof was in the winning deck.
Oh, hey, look at that.
A Bidoof was in the winning deck.
It was meant to be.
Hey, it's like the Reddit ad, or the Reddit thing said.
I'll try to pull that up in just a second after we get through some of these, because there's a really cool like little Reddit thing I sent to Doug earlier, and we'll give a shout out. Bidoof was in the winning deck, so Bidoof carried to Worlds. Yeah, so obviously lots of these memes.
I love this one because I've seen it pop up in a couple of different things, like hobby-wise for me.
Yeah.
This picture has been everywhere for the last like week. It's phenomenal.
I mean, and so basically, a Flying Pikachu VMAX was considered a bulk card when it came out, but a lot of players played Palkia, which meant that the field was extremely favorable for Pikachu. Now it's guaranteed to win Worlds. Look at that.
That's what she said, man.
I mean, I heard it. You guys heard it. But yeah, I mean, this is what you're looking at, right? If you open any amount of flying or celebrations, this is the amount of Flying Pikachus you've got, and that's true.
I can't remember what we have. If we have just the V or the V, which one we have more of, but because Ella loves the celebrations packs.
Oh yeah, sets were good. We have four cards.
Yeah,
small set. We opened a little bit of it, so definitely a good little set.
Meet in the middle.
Meet in the middle. And then moving right on, in a rare turn of events, if I said the name Uri Geller, would you have any idea who I was talking about?
So the only reason that sounds slightly familiar is because I watched Friends, and I'm thinking of Ross Geller.
Yeah.
So
no relation.
None whatsoever.
No. So Uri Geller. Sorry, we had visitors. Uri Geller is this illusionist, right? And he was famous for bending spoons, right? So he sued Pokemon back in 2000 because Kadabra looked eerily similar to himself because he had a spoon. But it gets better.
I have a spoon at my house.
In Japanese, the Pokemon is named Yungerer, which is kind of really close to Uri Geller. I mean, it's a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a stretch.
Some coincidence there, zoinks. But, so, basically, he sued the Pokemon Company for using his likeness in what was Kadabra, also with the name of the Pokemon. However,
there's kids running through the house like always.
However, in a lighthearted turn of events, he has relinquished his legal action against the Pokemon Company, which means we can actually get Kadabra back in the sets.
It's about time.
It's good, right? So far, you've got Abras and Alakazams, which we'll get to a little bit in a minute too. There's some other psychic news there. There's more kids running through the house. It's a thing. So there's some photos and some things. He has they call it, what do they call it here? They call it a museum. His museum in Israel. Okay, the Illusionist Museum in Israel. Sorry, it was worded a little.
Dang, he has his own museum.
But he's got like pictures of letters and things of where he's coming back saying, "Hey, look, it's okay, Pokemon, you guys are good." And he also has this giant like Kadabra collection.
Aiden, they're just doing the same thing that they do all day, every day, 24/7, 365 days a year.
Moving.
Just
sounds like a war zone. I mean, yeah, that's about normal. Anyways, the good news is that because of that, we can see some Kadabras. But until then, we get an awesome Radiant Alakazam.
Dude, that thing looks, of course, it's a Japanese card. Their Radiants look better. Their cards feel better. They smell better.
They do. I'm excited.
That thing looks amazing.
All right, I don't know how deep we're going to go into Silver Tempest, only because it comes out really soon.
Right on the heels of Origin,
and then
literally.
For us, Silver Tempest comes out right after that. So I don't know how much of this I'll open.
Incandescent comes out, what, next month?
September?
Yeah.
So it comes out shortly, I think.
But yeah, because that's the annoying part. We get Origin right at the beginning of September. Mm-hmm. And then Incandescent comes out Japan, September.
Yep. So it's going to be a mad few months here. But basically, since Mysterious Treasures, we have not had an Abra or a Kadabra. We've had Alakazams, but that's it. So
yeah, and see, those were that was, that time frame where kind of both of us were out of the card world of Pokemon.
Yep.
I do love that. Like, and I think Mike would agree. That yellow, the old school yellow border, just looks. I like it different than the new yellow border. The new yellow border is just kind of like, it's there. This kind of defines the card differently.
Yeah, the e-reader style of card was always cool, right? I mean, you have a thick yellow border.
Yeah.
It was great. E-Series was a great set of cards. Plus, that Kadabra looks really cool.
It does.
Very cartoonish. I like it a lot. So.
Oh.
Oh
Lord.
We've had a special delivery.
We've been brought gifts.
We've had a special delivery here.
And they're cold. They're very cold.
Let me switch to this camera. So we've got B Street water here.
Yes.
Canada. Yeah. Canada.
This is a very different midstream raid.
It is a very different raid than most people used to. Well, sir, cheers. Doug, cheers.
Cheers.
Sink it. It doesn't burn as much if you drink it in one sip.
This is true. See you, buddy.
Chug. Yeah.
Yes.
Where was I?
Goes down like
fine wine.
Water. To me, I mean, yeah, whatever. At this point in my life,
it's like if you chewed up some Big Red, left it sitting in a bottle of water for a few years, you get a little bit of a cinnamon kick.
Yeah, just about. Yeah. But it's good.
Yeah.
Burns the nostrils.
One of the great things this week that I am really excited for is Incandescent Arcana. So we've got all 68 cards of the next Japanese set, which most of these will become part of Silver Tempest, along with Paradigm Trigger, which comes out in October. So you've got September Incandescent Arcana, October Paradigm Trigger Japanese.
Yep.
It's gonna get hectic.
And then you have the UPCs.
Yeah, so we have the Charizard UPC, which should be dropping pre-orders and stuff in September.
Yeah.
And then we will have...
For what, was that an October or November release? I can't remember off the top of my head.
But then we have in December with Arceus.
Yeah.
Another UPC.
And then, like we said before, that's putting us right into the end of 2022. February 23, the Scarlet and Violet sets are going to start rolling. You would think,
I think
hypothetically.
February is what they're saying, right? So, and then, but we're also supposed to get one other special Sword and Shield set early next year. Whether that's going to be a mini set or just things that are made up that have been cut from this year's Japanese sets, along with Japan is getting a special VMAX Universe set in December. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they bring over.
Yeah, so pack arts for these, right, from an American standpoint of Silver Tempest, right? So we've got the
for Aiden,
Alolan Vulpix, Aiden, beautiful card. Plus Snowy.
I do love the Alolan Vulpix.
Snowy was a huge part in one arc of the anime series, so it makes sense that Vulpix is getting some love.
Yeah,
you got Lugia, looking awesome. Mawile, who hasn't seen a lot of love in a long time, or is that Regidrago? That's actually Regidrago. Apologies. Which I don't think Regidrago's ever been on a pack. Then you got Regieleki, also probably never been on a pack before.
As far as I can remember, no. Yeah. But like I said, there's that nice gray area of a lot of things that I missed.
Oh yeah. And then some of the cards we'll call attention to. Superior getting some love. So Superior V here, getting a good card for just a normal V. I like the way it looks. It looks great. But then you're getting a V-Star as well. So super hyped for that. Huge Superior fan. Not usually the grass type guy, but I do enjoy this. Plus,
it's opposite of my normal.
Yeah.
As we know.
And then we've got our Radiant Serena, which Radiants are going to be a thing. I'm down for it.
Who's that?
Right. Serena.
No, the artist.
Oh.
Minio?
Kagamaru Himinio?
Himinio?
I'm sure I said that right. Kagamaru Himinio.
Himinio. I need to get. I can see it, but just the fine print is a little.
And then we have a Calyrex card. I don't know if Calyrex by himself has ever been in the set.
No, but if you think about it, we had Spectrier and
Glastier.
Yeah,
the ice one.
Yep.
So
they had their own cards.
And Ice Horse in Origin.
Yeah.
So that'll be an Origin.
So it makes sense to think that if they're gonna give them their own card, why not follow up with
the little
Calyrex
weird bunny thing that sits on top of them?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Arcanine getting some love. Entei getting some love. We're getting a little Reshiram here. Reshiram?
Very nice.
Yeah. Finnegan, shout out to Valor.
Look at that Vulpix.
Which one? I don't. What?
The V-Star.
There's no Vulpix. We'll just move on. Nope. So we do have.
Aiden's gonna drive. He's in his car right now, driving here to be like, nope, that one.
Yeah. So I mean, the art is fantastic. You've got these like little snow particles that are hanging out here. I love it. Artist Ryoto Moriyama. And then the V-Star one as well, looking pretty good. Pretty excited about that. And then we get another
Articuno.
Normal Articuno, not a Galarian style. So happy about that.
Yes.
Some Whalmers, some Whale Lords. A Milotic. So Feebas and Milotic making an appearance. There's also some Trainer Gallery stuff we'll talk about down below.
Is that a Kyogre?
What? Yeah, Kyogre getting a card as well. Which, call out this whenever we get down there. The moveset is pretty interesting. There's that Radiant Alakazam. So good. A normal Mewtwo. We're getting Mawile getting some love. Mawile the Mawile. We got a Mawile V and a Mawile V-Star. Very interesting, like, mouse-eared Pokemon.
It's very aggressive.
Yes.
Jirachi.
The Radiant Jirachi. Very excited about that too. I love the Radiance. They could keep doing the Radiance. I enjoy it because it gives you the hit of being a shiny Pokemon.
Yep.
Right, so you get that Shining Fates, Hidden Fates style of shinies.
Yeah.
But then they're also relatively useful, I think. And one of my favorite cards in this set is the Pawniard. It's like a little mini clay thing. Look at it.
Ninja Star. Have you ever watched Diamond Dave?
Yeah.
Half-cocked Judy.
And we're gonna Magierna V. Can't say it's a thing.
It's there.
It's not getting a V-Star or V-Max though.
That Ho-Oh.
We got the Ho-Oh V. Looking really cool. Very aggressive.
That looks very detailed.
Yeah.
Like the small details on the wings.
Yep, you get like some like bleed over color back here.
Yeah.
It looks great. And the good thing, because it's a V, the border should relatively be the same.
Yeah, you don't end up with it yellow.
Yellow border won't kill it.
Boy.
Yeah, so then we'll skip down through here a little bit. Superior V getting a Trainer Gallery. Hanging out with Rosa there on the bike pass. Super excited. This one.
I love these Trainer Galleries. Like they're
overdoing themselves with art. Pokemon is 100% killing.
Like we said before, like they're finally making artwork out of these cards. Not just making a card. Like the Trainer Gallery truly shows what some of these artists are able to do with incorporating the game and just overall artwork. Thumbs up.
Yes, agree 100%. And then let's see. Scrolling on through the Reshiram V here.
Reshiram. Little Finnegan.
Braxton.
Braxton.
Not
Braxton.
Finnegan is getting a Trainer Gallery as well. Pretty stoked for that.
Never mind. For some reason, I was thinking that we had talked about it before with that being in Lost Abyss, but no, we were talking about it being in Incandescent.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, brain fart.
So huge black and white vibes here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was.
I still have to play that.
I wish I still had it because it was good. in your Vulpixes and all that stuff. So Feebas, like I said, Milotic, getting a trainer gallery as well. You got Wallace there in the background. But again, a great card. Like you've got the colors on the water.
And that
great.
For the Japanese set, thankfully.
Yes.
I can only imagine what it's going to look like with that ugly yellow border.
Right? It's not a V card, it's just a normal Milotic.
That silver border on that card specifically looks amazing.
Yep, it works. It functions. It makes it. There's nothing sticking out. We'll call it.
No,
right?
it all kind of just goes together.
So sad. Some things like that happen. So Kyogre, right? I believe there's a card in standard play right now that a Kyogre that's the same, but I'm not 100% sure. So you search your deck for a water energy attached to the Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Not that big a deal. But then if you got 3 waters and a colorless or 4 waters, you can put 3 energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand and do 180 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It could be on the bench, just one of their Pokemon, which is great. Super cool. So if you stack this thing up with something else that can shuffle it water energies, you can decimate. You can do good. Pokehat saying it's 1:25 a.m. here in Ireland. Pokehat, good night. Enjoy your rest, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Slante. I think that's how you say it. I don't remember.
Siete?
Slante. I don't know. It's cheers in Irish.
Oh, look at you, cultured person. You. Gardevoir. Gardevoir getting a trainer gallery. Again, not a V though, so you're just going to get the nasty yellow border there. Not sure how I feel. Because of the warm colors, it may not be that bad.
Yeah, that one might be one of those where it's kind of on that like fine line of the warm color kind of bleeds into the yellow and doesn't look terrible.
We will see how that plays out. The Mall Wild cards looking interesting. I'm happy to see some Pokemon in these sets get some love that we haven't seen in a while. Let's see if there was any more trainer galleries. We have an Altaria trainer gallery. Again, not a V, so gonna get that yellow
Shannon's
border.
trying so hard to evolve to an Altaria and Pogo.
Oh yeah.
She's like, it's taking so long. She's like, I keep catching these dang things, and I'm just nowhere near where I need to be.
100 candies. It is insane. I think I have every time I see a Swablu, I give it one of the pineapple berries that gives you extra candies. And I have half, maybe. Don't know.
She's probably close. What's up, Derek?
We got Double D coming in. Derek and the Dragonites. Thanks for joining us, fam.
She's probably close because I feel like there's always Swablus close to like the house.
There is, yeah.
And she's like, in between work stuff, she catches, but yeah.
And then
she's
shout
working
out
on
to
Ashley's favorite
with the Schmeargle. So
you know what's funny? I think since the last time we talked about this with Pogo, how he randomly pops up in your picture. Yeah. I haven't had him pop up in any pictures. No.
Oh. That's crazy. But again, another like black and white era Pokemon that was introduced.
Yeah.
So there's some love there. Chat Tot, let's see if I can pull that one 3 times.
14 times in a row.
I think that's really it. Yep. And that wraps up Incandescent Arcana. So shout out to PokeBeach.
Fun fact, we're only on tab 3.
Yeah, we got a lot of news tonight. So PokeBeach had this, and then I think Justin Basil, Vanegrass, Justin Basil, and Tone L translated from Japanese. So those are the real legends. I just go find the things. So let's shift gears. No pun intended. Maybe a little bit of a pun.
Slightly.
To talk about some stuff that was talked about during Worlds for Scarlet and Violet, right? So the game, it's a great game. Can't wait to play the game. Really excited for the game. Let me see if I can say the game a few more times.
It's like back in the day,
many people.
EA Sports. In the game.
It's in the game. We did get a new Pokemon confirmed at Worlds. I'm calling it Cyclozar.
That's how I would say, yeah, Cyclozar.
Dragon Normal type. And it talks about it's the bike Pokemon, right? It was not uncommon for people to ride it in the Paldea region. So there's been some leaks and things. I didn't pull any of that stuff up because Twitter leaks are one thing. Leaks that make it to like Poke Beach or Poke Guardian or another news site or a little
the
bit
Twitterverse
more,
is a weird area,
right?
Of
Yes.
just things.
There's some theories floating around that when you start the game, this is the legendary Pokemon you get. So you get Cyclizar here, and you can bike around with them or whatever, and then once you get to a certain point in the story is whenever you hit what they're calling future forms and past forms. Depending on which version of the game you either get the purple Tron bike future form or the red I have wheels but I still use my feet to run around on the Scarlet.
Flintstone type bike.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Flintstone. Barney Rubble.
Yeah, we'll call it the Barney bike.
But it looks cool. And they talk about it can, drive up to 70 miles an hour with a passenger. And, Austin John plays in one of his videos. Was like, that doesn't seem safe for a kid. Because remember, you're playing like an 11-year-old in these games. It's a little weird. Live fast. Live fast, die hard, I always say.
Yeah, if you're going to be the best, you got to be the fastest.
If you're not first,
you're last.
That's right. Some of the moves that it was
is that a Cloyster
talked about? Yeah. Well,
wow.
And that just shows that we're getting theoretically Shelter and Cloyster in here. But it's gonna have the ability to shed its tail and create a decoy, which if you want to get super crazy in the games, I was watching some videos. There's a way, and if this works out the way that it theorized to work out, if you go second, your opponent could do something to you. You could use this move, use your decoy, then swap out, and craziness ensues, right? So if this sees like competitive play, it'll be pretty cool to see people come up with things. And then we got some more pictures of things changing their typing for the terrestrializing. So we've got a T-Tar here turning into what appears to be a flying type.
I forgot the crowns. The crowns are going to be interesting.
Yeah. So Gallade here uses a close combat, but because it went flying type, it doesn't affect it. It's fighting and flying. It's the way the cookies crumble. Aiden says, "What's a boxer's favorite drink?" Boxed wine. I don't know. You got me. Punch.
I think Ashley got it.
Yeah.
It's a classic dad joke right there.
It is. It's a good one. And then you've got Washing Rotom making an appearance back here using Hydro Pump. Super pumped for that Hydro Pump. But it used it on a Pokemon who is water type terrestrialized, so it doesn't affect it. Or not.
Dude, that whole aspect is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. So it was on a Colossal, which is a fire type, so water would be super effective, but because it is terrestrialized into a water type, it is no longer effective, but it allows it to use its steam engine ability, which makes its speed rise faster without taking much damage. Ooh, it's gonna get crazy.
All right, kids, hold on.
It's gonna get crazy, y'all. And then we got the addition of the Terra Blast move. So terrestrialized Pokemon can use Terra Blast, which changes depending on their Terra type to do a...
So I would assume if you terrestrialize Flareon into a fire type, maybe?
Yeah. It would, your Terra Blast would be fire. Yeah. Look, Aiden, if it's just you and Ashley in chat, that's okay with us, right? It is what it is. We're having fun. Them's the way the cookies crumble sometimes. But it looks cool. And then you've got this weird thing, the whale thing, who does I don't know. It does stuff with things, right? This is what it was. This was talking about Mirror Herb, so it's a new hold item.
Cetition?
Cetitan, that's it.
Cetitan. Yeah, Cetitan.
So it has a Mirror Herb. So anything that your opponent does, you can use your Mirror Herb, and then you do the same thing as far as copying stats. So if your opponent raises their stats by like 95, then you could use your Mirror Herb and raise your stats by 95 without actually having to have that move on your Pokemon. It's gonna get crazy. Fake Out. This was something about the Cyclizar has an ability that you can't status effect it or something. I don't know.
It's weird.
There's another thing. It's a dice. It's a dice that's a holdable item that will allow moves that hit more than once to have a higher chance of hitting more than once. So bullet seed was what they used, and it hit 4 times. Interesting. A lot of crazy things that are going to come down. I would play it, but the Pokemon Company has a really, really, really good legal team that will slap a copyright strike on this in a heartbeat. The other thing that happened, Aiden, I'll look because I have not been as good as I should have about looking at the Discord. The other good thing, which most people agree is a great thing for the TCG as a whole, is EX Pokemon return in Scarlet and Violet. Now, the theory is that because of that, VMAX, V-Star, that stuff will go away, and we'll go back to the EX mechanic, which was you had to evolve your Pokemon just like you would in like the games to play them on the board. So you wouldn't be able to like throw down a Pikachu VMAX that could, kill you in 2 hits. You would have to like evolve up through the Pokemon to get to the EX version. So it's pretty cool. They showed off Corridon and Miradon here with some abilities that look a little interesting. I don't know if I can zoom in a little bit more now. But you can attach energy on Dino Cry here. So you can attach 2 basic energy from your discard pile into any basic Pokemon. And then this one was searching your deck for 2 basic energy and put them onto your bench Pokemon. But then pretty attacks. Oh, this is one you sent. Okay, cool. Look at that. Pretty good attacks, 220. We don't have any HP, so we don't know what type of HP they're gonna have from a competitive standpoint. But if this is the style of the final art, I like it. Right? I mean, you've got this like coming through and over the card kind of aspect. It's pretty cool. We'll see. And there was some more stuff kind of showing that, hey, look, we may get a Mimikyu, a Lucario, and a Magnezone EX, and then a Pulse on 220.
That's a hell of a hit.
Those are big. Yeah, that was basically it for EX. Pokemon had their own dad joke, and they said, expect the unexpected. They tweeted it. So, shout out to them for that. And then there's gonna be a Japanese run of Lucario, V-Star, and V promos. They had a tournament back in 2020.
Lucario's been getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
Which I did actually catch one finally.
Yeah.
In RCS.
Did you get an alpha or the regular?
Alpha.
I love that one. I still want a shiny alpha. The big yellow dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool rainbow promos. This is the one that was in the Lucario collection box that came out. So Japan's getting it as a promo. And then they get a promo berry, which again, the holo pattern is fantastic.
Maybe one day we'll get that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe. Probably not, but you can be hopeful.
And then at some point in November here, it says November 11th, we're going to get a Mew VMAX League Battle deck. So if you didn't pick up that Mew from Fusion Strike, Aiden, here's your chance. Get the Mew and the Mew VMAX, get a Genesect back there.
Speaking of Fusion, we stopped by High Tide earlier. Oh, shit, I forgot. I have to get a gift card for... Oh wait, no. Shannon will bring it to the birthday party tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Ella opened an ETB of Fusion. Nothing.
Not even a V. Just nothing good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah, as far as I remember, not a single V.
That
Mind you, I was cooking dinner and trying to keep a puppy at the same time, but yeah, I don't think she got a single V.
I mean, Fusion Strike was not. I mean, you didn't have the trainer gallery, right?
No.
So you only had the hit slot.
The trainer gallery really made a difference as far as like hits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could. Everybody's like, oh, good code card, whatever. But you're pulling trainer galleries on a white code card, so yeah, you might get a white code card, get let down at first, but then you pull a trainer gallery, and you're like, it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure. I do shout out, love this dice. This like blue and purple, see-through blue and purple.
Blurple.
Yeah, because I think the one that came in the Fusion Strike ETB was like this, but it wasn't see-through. So
I don't know. I'll look when I get home.
Yeah, sure. Interesting turn of events here for Pokemon.
Oh wait, hold on. You mean Lucario's getting more love?
Lucario is getting more love. So we talked about this, I think, on an episode a while back. So Lucario V and T-Tar are getting a Heavy Hitters Premium Collection box.
We did talk about this box, but
so there's been an update. All right, so we'll go through the overview real quick. You get 4 V cards, right? Lucario V, Tyranitar V, and then you get Lucario, and I can't zoom in on this one, and T-Tar that are like oversized foil. Or not oversized.
What is that? Fusion, B-Star, Astral.
Yeah, I wish I could zoom in.
Yeah, I can't. It looks like Fusion, B-Star, Astral. Maybe Evolving up there, up to the left right there, because that's another Fusion. Because that Bolton pack is a Fusion pack.
Fusion. That may be Evolving.
Yeah, it's either. It's got to be Evolving, because it's not Darkness.
So here's the thing, right? So the Pokemon TCG Heavy Hitters Premium Collection will be available on September 1st, so in a few days, exclusively at Sam's Club.
It is almost September.
It is. It's crazy.
It's almost September.
Exclusivity in the Pokemon world seems to be coming back. I don't know.
It does.
I'm not going to say this is a bad thing at all.
No, it's not, because it makes it a kind of like, you kind of know where, like, oh, I need to go here if I want this, there if I want that, like, and it'll bring back more of like the rarity type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean,
on the second hand,
if you live in a place who doesn't have a Sam's Club,
yeah, like where's our closest Sam's Club?
I think there's one.
Oh wait, there's in one. Yep, yeah, up in the Dwarf.
So,
but that's still 45 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it's a conscious decision to go up there. And
to try to you have to be like, hey, I'm going. You're not like, oh, I'm out going to pick up Chick-fil-A, and no, it's I have to go there.
Yeah. So yeah, September 1st, and this is going to be a trend. There's some other exclusive items we'll talk about here in a minute, but you get 14 packs in this bad boy.
It's a good box.
That's a lot. If it's under $50, that's good.
Yeah, I would say that one's 50, 60-ish retail from the get-go.
Yeah, I tried
to give it a year or two, it'll probably be a 75, 80.
Yeah. I tried to look. Sam's Club didn't have them up yet.
Okay.
So I could see how much they costed.
Costed.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, that's just shy of a UPC, right? With
yeah. I mean, short of getting like the UPC box and the other little like trinkets that come with a UPC, it's a lot of packs.
Yep. It is a lot. Speaking of exclusivity, though. The RCS V-Star Premium Collection that we talked about, that's releasing at the end of September, has now been confirmed to be an exclusive Amazon product. Now, my only worry/gripe with this, because at this point, it's at least in America and a lot of Europe, right? It's 2022. Almost 23. A lot of people have an Amazon account. You can buy on Amazon. They ship almost everywhere. My only gripe is that how often have you bought something from Amazon and watched the driver on like your doorbell camera just like, Kobe it from downtown across the yard?
Yeah.
So if you were going to get something like this and you were looking for a sealed collection or display piece, that could be bad.
Yeah.
So we'll see. There's a whole other discussion topic that, depending on how we get far down here, about sealed collections and things like that. There's a Danny Phantom video that I watched about half of earlier that I want to go back and finish, where he's talking about the cost to ratio of, okay, so the amount of things that Pokemon are printing and reprinting compared to what they did, 2 years ago even, is crazy. So is it worth it?
Because I mean, if you think about it, you have a whole, off the top of my head, the ES reprint.
Yeah, which I think, I mean, and he goes into that video, he talks about like 4 or 5 different print runs of Evolving Skies. This most recent one being the largest that they've done. Oh, Aiden says,
I can't say. It's something about Fusion.
How would I open Fusion? I pull hits. Doug, I'm gonna have to transfer my.
Bro, I wish you would, because we like when it comes to Fusion, we have struggled. Very few and far between on Fusion.
It's a giant set too.
It really is like that's what I told a friend of ours was asking today. Should I get this? And asked about the Juniper box, but I was like, nah, shy away from it. Like unless you want specifically the little like additional things that come with it,
dice,
like
that,
okay. But other than that, it's not worth it. And they asked like, what about Fusion? And I was like, it's not bad, but you're gonna have to invest a lot of money into Fusion to get anything out of it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, bang for your buck if you're a new collector right now.
Astral go.
Brilliant.
If you can find Brilliant anywhere.
Yep. Those are your things, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. And this V-Star box though, I want to point out, is different than the RCS UPC that's coming out. But I will call out, you do have at least one Cosmic Eclipse.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an older pack right there.
Yeah. And they did this with the RCS character box that came out this year.
What is that behind? Because that's Celebi on.
This is.
Oh shoot! Is that Brilliant? No. Is it Brilliant?
No. It was Shaman on Brilliant. Did Celebi have Fusion?
Vivid Voltage.
Vivid Voltage. That's it. Yep. Yeah, they did this in the RCS character box that came out. They had a Cosmic Eclipse pack because RCS is in that set. So they included it.
Yeah.
We didn't pull anything from it when we did it, but it looks like you're gonna get 2 Origin packs, 2 Astral, I'm assuming, and Evolving Skies, Cosmic Eclipse, a Vivid Voltage, and there's probably a Brilliant
looks like
or Fusion.
That's
over
Brilliant here. Astral, and that's an Origin pack behind it.
So I can't zoom in more. All right. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
So that looks like kind of like one of each for
at least the bigger
a while.
Sets. Yeah, the bigger sets. And then the piece de resistance, if you're Aiden here, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box for Silver Tempest has been posted on the Pokemon Center now. We're gonna go look at some stuff here in a minute.
Very good looking ETB.
It does look great. I mean, you've got the Alolan Vulpix, you got the snow around it, beautiful box. You've got, I'm gonna skip that. You've got, it looks like 2 sets of sleeves.
Ooh, that's a change.
Yeah, you get Lugia and you get Vulpix.
So I wonder if they're gonna split it 50-50 or if they're gonna be like each box. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what you're gonna get per box.
I can't say they wouldn't do that. They would do this, right? So
yeah.
you'll get some of these and some of these.
So go back to the next picture. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a sleeve. I'll say. I wonder if that's the sleeve and the other's the divider.
I thought that too. But the divider is Vulpix.
Oh, that's another Vulpix, yeah.
So you get a front Vulpix that's colored in, and then the shadow Vulpix.
Yeah.
You get a Vulpix
coin. A lot of Vulpix love on this one.
There's your Alolan Vulpix coin. It's great. I love the coins. Ari has a mini tin full of all the coins we get. So.
I feel like we've lost more than we have at this point.
And then they talk about some of the other cards that are going to be in the set.
Look at that.
Booster box
Very
art,
nice
right?
Looking.
Regieleki popping up here. Lugia down here. Ironically, one of my favorite oddball Pokemon.
Very random.
Is Galarian Surfetch. So Galarian Surfetch getting his own coin. Super excited about that, right? I have a thing for weird Pokemon apparently. Rotom and Galarian
you
Surfetch.
do love you some Rotom.
So that's happening. The
Well,
Build and Battle
Perennials
Stadium,
promo.
obviously. And then the Build and Battle kits. Speaking of Build and Battle kits, Sunday, Ari and I will be going to our pre-release tournament at our local game store. So I am going to try to get a little bit of the snippet from the packs and the footage there that I do and put up on this channel. So that'll be fun. And then I'll try to...
And then what do we have?
Win. The 5th, we'll have a booster box to open.
Yeah.
So the 5th will be a plan 8-9 o'clock stream, right?
Yeah. So not this Monday, but next Monday.
Right. So as of right now, it looks like we will have 2 booster boxes, right? So Doug's picking up one. I'm picking up one. We'll probably do one that Monday, and then we'll do one. The equivalent of one the week after, or not the week after, but like that Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
So two entire booster boxes the week before Origin comes out.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fire, guys. It's gonna be great. I love it. one of the great things about having a local game store that is a pre-release store.
Yes.
Because we get it on the Monday before release.
Pika.
The holiday.
It's very like watercolory
promos. Yeah.
I don't know if watercolor is the right word, but
yeah, I would go with that, right? It's very like hand painted, not quite oil like Bob Ross style, but excuse me. So the holiday advent calendar
Ice Cube
has been released, right? Fitting, we get an Ice Cube coin, and then a Delibird coin, which I don't know if it's been in the mainline games, but in the Pokemon Masters mobile game, when Ashley and I played when it first came out, one of the Christmas events, you got a Delibird holding like a Santa sack. It was great.
Nice.
So that makes sense. All the cards are reprints, just like the Halloween stuff, but you get a little stamp here that's got a snowflake on it. So take that for what it's worth.
Speaking of little stamps, we need to look for the
Halloween?
Yes, those ones.
I
could see them, but I was like, right. My brain just stopped, and I was like, the things. Look at that.
What?
Spectrier.
Spectrier. No, Glastier.
That's Glastier.
In Calyrex.
Spectrier.
Shadow Horse, a French horse. And then you got a VMAX one. I mean, I will probably. There's no way around getting one of these. Yeah. Right for the kids. So obviously, these will be in the collection. Lapras,
especially for Ellie, who is a horse lover. She loves anything.
That's true.
Horse related, horse Pokemon related. She's all about it.
Yeah.
Which one am I thinking of? It's in Shield.
Ponyta?
Mudsdale.
Mudbray and Clyde's Mudbray is the little one.
Mudbray.
And then there's another one that evolves from it, like a Clydesdale horse.
Yeah, it's a Clydesdale style. But why can I not think of its name? I don't know.
It's not Mudsdale, is it? It's not Mudsdale.
I don't know.
Someone will know it out there. I'm going to switch cameras real quick because I do want to go to Pokemon Center because they do have some other items up that I saw today from Silver Tempest. Nope, not Min, Pokemon.
Dude, so my buddy was telling me about a video he saw. It was somebody just, it was like a prank call type thing. So someone had a Pokemon set, like, and he forgot what set it was, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This guy calls him, he's like, I'm calling about the Pokemans.
The Pokemans.
And the guy was like getting like legitimately upset. Like, he was like, it's Pokemon. He's like, oh, how much for the Pokemans? And he's like, getting upset, and he's like, well, how about $80? And the guy was like, it's 400. He's like, how's 85 sound? Like, the guy just kept getting more mad and mad.
85 cents.
He's like, oh.
So this dropped today.
It's my little flake cocoa.
You got Weed Kitten, Fire Alligator, and
Icy Duck.
Icy Duck. There you go. First partner plushes from Paldea, which you get. I'm assuming you get a big one and a small one. Probably sold separately.
Yeah,
it's Pokemon. So,
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I had to pick one of these up. But now, Silver Tempest. So we know about the Elite Trainer box, $49.99. And that is the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box.
I was gonna say, yeah, $49. You're getting that's the Poke Center.
Booster packs. This. So they're continuing the mini booster bundle. So they're doing this in Origin. They do this in the UK and Europe. So in Origin, they're starting it here in America. 6 packs for $24. That's $4 a pack.
It's really not bad,
right? That's pretty much MSRP.
Yeah,
and almost cheaper than if you go to like Walmart, Target, GameStop, Best Buy. I mean, pretty much everywhere now is $4.50 and some change. Best Buy used to be $3.99.
Dude, where do they keep the cards in our Best Buy?
Best Buy doesn't carry them.
I say, like, I've never seen cards in our Best Buy.
Our Best Buy is a smaller store, and they don't carry some of the stock.
Yeah.
We were up in Waldorf not too long ago, and we meant to stop, but we did not. We got busy doing other stuff to see if they had them. So maybe whenever we go up to get our heavy hitters boxes, check. We'll see. But Best Buy used to be $3.99, but pretty much everywhere else is $4.50. So if you're picking these up for $4, hey. And I think right now it's like $25 or more. It's free shipping from Pokemon Center for $50 or more or something. Oh, look, no, $20 right there.
Yeah.
So $24 gets you 4 packs. You lose out on the hunt and going to find stuff. I get it, but you know, if money's tight, if the doll hairs aren't stretching as far as they used to, that's the way to go. But I do want to call attention to, they still have Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes up for Origin and for Brilliant Stars.
Wow.
And for Astro.
I say that the Astro one's there too.
Yeah, so there's a whole other rabbit hole to dive down at some point about reprints and scarcity of stock, and if it's even.
Don't tell you, like, anywhere right now, like locally, I haven't seen. So we stopped at the store down in where was that? Bradenton. They didn't even have any Brilliant Stars.
Yeah. Right.
Like right now, finding any Brilliant Stars is at a local store is almost impossible.
I mean, you find them in the Bolton box. That's how you find them around here.
Anyway,
you know,
which thankfully our Target typically has.
Yep, and $14.99. They're still online, I think.
But yeah, other than that, like I haven't seen a blister or anything of Brilliant in 3 or 4 weeks, at least.
I was checking Target real quick. They're not listing it anymore, but I think they were there the other day when we were there.
I haven't been to Target since I got back. Yeah, that means I haven't been to Target in like.
What's wrong with you,
bro? That's like that's like 2.5 weeks.
You guys feeling okay? I mean, we went to Target while we were in Florida.
No, we went to Publix.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We did go to Publix.
Aiden said there's no promo for the ETBs. Yeah, you know, I was hoping that they would continue doing something along the lines that they did with Shining Fate and with Pogo, where they had a promo of some sort in the Pokemon Center exclusive ETB.
Oh yeah.
But sadly, no, not the case. It is a sad day whenever that happened. And we went through that a lot quicker than I thought we would.
We did.
I was expecting like an hour and a half or more. That was pretty much right at an hour.
Yeah. Very quick.
We got it all. Yeah, I mean, I'm super hyped. I think having all of these sets so close together, though, it's going to have to.
She did used to have a Blurple color car.
Oh yeah, I actually used to have a Civic that I called Blurple.
Yeah, she had a Chevy Equinox.
I feel like I've slouched, so I need to move my camera.
I noticed it like right there.
Oh yeah, yours is,
it's because it's teal.
Just the teal. Yeah, so I think
not as bad as my Pikachu shirt the last time. Yeah.
It's going to be a challenge, right? So you have, for the average collector, right? You have Pokemon sending out Lost Origin in September.
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, another set. And Lost Origin has like 250
Yeah, I say
cards.
Lost Origins, it's not as big as Fusion, but it's still a big set.
It's chunky. You get 250, I think 220, 230 something, plus the trainer gallery.
Yeah, so anybody that's doing, master set hunting, you're looking at a lot of.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, right? Because they're coming out so close together is also one of the reasons I think that we're going to step back from the Japanese. You know, in Abyss, we went hard on the Japanese.
We did. We were kind of like, Pogo was a quick set.
It didn't hit like people thought it would, right?
Still a decent set, and I would say for somebody that's kind of like you said earlier, if you're just kind of starting to get into it, trying to figure out like what you like, whatever. Yeah. Pogo's not a bad set. It's got a lot of the more well-known,
common. Your 3 Kanto starters. You've got your Mewtwo's.
Yep, like they're in there, so it's easily recognizable from a beginner standpoint. Mm-hmm. But Astro and Brilliant, those two hit pretty well. Brilliant, I would say, is definitely better.
You had Charizard and Brilliant, right? Yeah. And you had the trainer gallery, which made it exciting for people.
The trainer galleries, they do make a whole different aspect of Paco,
I hope they continue it for the foreseeable future, honestly. Sure, it makes it a little bit harder as a collector because that innately makes the sets larger. But then not doing
look how
that,
big Fusion is without a trainer.
Yeah. It's Evolving Skies is the same. sometimes it's depressing to open them because you get nothing.
Yeah. like I said, I'll open an entire ETB today and got not a single hit.
Yeah, I think we've got 2 Evolving Skies ETBs that Ari's going to break into. But whenever we did our booster box that I bought at full MSRP from the Pokemon Center, whenever they restocked a while ago, right? We got like 1 gold card, 2 secret rares, and that was it. One gold card, 1 rainbow, and they're both trainers.
Wow.
And then like 2 or 3 Vs. That was it. None of them were evolutions, of course, so it was sad.
Yeah.
Because none were evolutions, but
yeah, I mean,
evolving was
never
sad.
It's never sad when you get an evolution.
Right. I would have been happy with any of them, right?
Like I was when we pulled that Jolteon.
I'm patiently gonna say that if Pokemon is smart, they will continue to do the trainer galleries. Yeah,
they're a good mix-up. They're a good representation of what the artist can actually do with the Pokemon, a trainer, incorporating the game. Everything kind of ties into one card.
Yeah,
they're well worth it.
Plus, you get the lovely joy of being able to pull Leon's Charizard again for the 3rd time.
Bro, if I don't, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna call it like the first booster box. You're gonna get it.
Better
because the first box of VMAX you pulled it, and then you did another one off cam, pulled it. It's gonna happen. First booster
and then
box.
I almost had to lose my dad hat the other day.
What happened?
Somebody wanted to do some trading.
Oh.
And I was like, I came inside, and so I have obviously the Leon Charizards and a bunch of other cards and top loaders.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are these downstairs? These don't get involved in trade deals. Like these don't.
Oh no.
So I'm flipping through, and I'm like,
oh no.
There's only 1 Leon's Charizard here. So I was like, hey, come here. Where's the other one? I was like,
oh no,
where's the other one? It was in a room, thankfully, but I was like, these cards don't get, if they're in this, see this right here, hard plastic? We ain't trading those ones.
When we took a bunch of hours and put them in a binder, just a bunch of hits and stuff. We're gonna take when we go Sunday to the thing, because last time we already
get a little trade action. Dude, they had the Origin Form Dialga at High Tide today. You know how they have like the side case?
Yep.
I was like, man, I want that card. Shannon was like, how much is it? I was like, I don't even want to know right now. I don't even know what the price is.
I mean,
I think it's come down a little bit.
It didn't see a ton of play. You're talking Dialga, right?
Yeah.
It didn't see a ton of play at Worlds. You're talking the Alt-Art one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would assume it's come down.
Let's see what TCG has.
That's one of the things, right? Palkia stays pretty consistent because it's seen a lot of play in the TCG. Dialga did it first, which is why it was so expensive. I think the only one that's still pretty expensive out of the trainer gallery from Astral is the Machamp. I think it's still probably like $80 or something crazy like that.
I mean, TCG has it at market 49, mid price 55.
So our local game store probably has around 60 something.
Yeah.
Markups and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, so some of the stuff in Astral, that's where we're at. We're gonna.
Yeah, you're literally at the point where it's not beneficial for you to go out and buy packs, buy booster, anything like that. Literally, just I have a Starmie.
Look, I know. We need to find something to trade because I'm not gonna keep hunting for it now because we've opened our back stock of Astral.
Are you guys open all of them?
Yeah. We have no more Astral left. If we pick stuff out, we're like going out to do like hunt videos for Ari or whatever. Those are one thing, but yeah, we definitely need to work something out. It's not. I'm not gonna keep hunting for it because we've hit the point, right? We're missing a ton of the trainer galleries, but.
And that's such a good one.
I may as well start piecemealing them together through singles because we have probably opened a couple hundred,
at least.
More. I think 3 boosters,
so
2 ETBs, a case. We did an entire case of sleep boosters. That's 144.
Yeah, you're several hundred in at this point.
I've got like 7 Stormy V's though, so I got that going for me. If I wanted to start my own gym
and like
be a water
97 Chatots
in the same pack
that you poured in the same pack. It was one pack of just 97.
Well, I think I sent you the picture the other day, right? So before the first day of school, Ari and I opened one of the pencil cases.
Oh yeah.
Right. So Ari opened Evolving Skies and pulled a Lycanroc, the full art Lycanroc. It's pretty cool. We hadn't pulled that one yet. And then I opened an Astral, and lo and behold, what's in my reverse slot? But another Absol. Sadness is what that was.
When were these printed?
Wait, Doug does have some Steam Siege here.
I'm not gonna open them because unfortunately our camera situation's a little wonky tonight.
So what we'll probably
16?
do is next week's we will definitely this will get fixed by then obviously, and then you'll crack it because I still have a whole box of Japanese Go back there too that I was gonna open, not tonight probably, but like half of it tonight, but not now. So Steam Siege, Doug picked up as he was on his
so we stopped by what was that store called? Descent into Gaming.
Oh,
I think it was. Yeah, it was like Descent into Gaming or something like that. Met the manager there, who super personable, super knowledgeable, was like awesome.
Yeah.
Talked to Ella, talked to us. Was like, he gave Ella a bunch of free stuff. Like literally gave her a bag. He just was like pulling posters. Gave her a free binder.
Nice.
All sorts of stuff. Just was like, hey, look, because he had he has a little boy the same age as Ella. Saw that Ella and I had the similar interest in Pokemon, and was just like, hey, like here, and just gave us all this stuff. Stood there and talked to us for 15-20 minutes, and it was a good little store. Like it was cool to find. Wasn't busy, but they had a ton of product. I found some old X and Y cards.
Still sleeve boosters, which is nice.
Like you can't find those.
Yep.
You can't find those around here. The only place that I can think of off the top of my head that I could find those would be Player One, and you're still driving almost 2 hours.
So that gold Xerneas.
Yeah.
And then you got
I'm hoping there's something good in there. The first pack I opened, I didn't get anything, but because I had 5, but I opened one with Ella just to open with her.
Well, I mean, Steam Siege, right?
Yeah.
It's before trainer galleries, obviously. Back in the
Sun and
so
Moon,
you're not
counting on
a
good trainer gallery there. I have to. So just because it's been bothering me, it's been looking at me like this whole time. Sylvester Stallone apparently is in another new movie.
Yeah, I didn't know until this ad popped up over here.
It's literally been staring at me the whole time, and I'm like, so what is this?
So I may have to like look this up later, look at it, because he looks like he's almost Judge Dredd-ish down here.
A little bit.
Here, hold on, you guys can't see this if anyone's still out there.
There we go.
Like on the top of the ad there, he's got his bubble jacket on, he's hanging out.
Looks like he might be going to train for Rocky 37.
Yeah. And then down here at the bottom, he's that's a little futuristic there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something suspect there. It's crazy. All right. Well, I mean,
we burned through that news today.
We did.
Didn't waste any time.
No.
Got in, got out.
Went a lot shorter than I thought it would. I
have an Eevee at home I have to take care of.
Would go a little bit longer, but it did not. So, I mean, again,
puppy life is rough, bro.
It's like having a baby again, right? It's like
really
having
is.
a baby that eventually
can we raid?
Get you. I mean, we could actually, but I'm pretty sure you are the only person still here. Literally, the only person still here. You could go over there and say BBB raid. Yeah, so if for some reason you are still here, there's a link. Go click on it. Triple B raid.
Turned 32 on vacation and my joints are killing me.
It happens. We will be back next week. Maybe with a guest. We'll see how that plays out. Hopefully I can get the cameras working again.
Oh yeah.
Get some openings. Yeah. But that's all I got. Guys, thanks for joining us. Peace.